Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Welcome. All right. Testing one, two, three. We are live and on the air. The Lion method is going to be covered today. We're going to do some trading, hopefully, after this big round of news events has blasted through the markets. Guys, let me pull up my. I hope you're having a good day. Blessings to you. Uh, it's going to be a good trading session. I have a feeling. Of course, my feelings are usually not how it happens. So God bless you all today. Let me pull up the news here. All right. Glad to have you with me. We got the sound going. All right, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Ben Leto. Happy to have you with me. We are trading the Lion method, but before we get to the charts, let's just take a quick gander at what we just ran into. We had some big news come out here. Three big uns, but we do have a 10:30 natural gas report. Unfortunately, my natural gas data is not coming through correctly. We got a bunch of announcements. We have some smart people speaking noon 1:30. And that's about it, right? So we've just got a whole bunch of T-bill announcements. But we're going to be trading through to 11 o'clock, so some of these here are after our meeting. I don't have too much news, really. I don't know what the market's going to give us. Could be slow, could be fast, but we are going to trade the Lion method. So what is the Lion method, you might ask? Thank you for asking. The Lion method is a scalping method. We're looking for the primary trade is a reversion to the 100-period moving average after getting out of an overbought or oversold condition. So we are doing using two indicators to determine the entries, exits, and the setups. So the first of the two is called Leto channels. Yes, I've named it after myself because it's just so darn smart. I cracked myself up. So let me get you a better chart here. The Leto channels are these pinstriped looking blocks. Now, the overbought, oversold level. So below this yellow line, the 100-period moving average, is oversold. So this block here is oversold. And what it's telling us is that 90% of the time, markets do not hit the top of that channel. Same thing with the overbought region. 90% of the time, historically, markets have not hit that region, that distance from the 100-period moving average. 10% of the time, it does reach and exceed that. So 10% of the time in history, it got all the way up to the maximum distance. So this is the maximum distance it ever got from the 100-period moving average. And below, in the recent history, like 7 days of history, this is the maximum low it ever got away from the 100-period moving average. So this is a statistically relevant approach to what overbought, oversold is. And that's Leto channels. So we're printing that information. And when we hit overbought, oversold, we get into this region, we start printing these yellow dots. So it's relatively easy to see when we are overbought, oversold. Now here in copper, this is the copper market, we had a really big move. Copper got into the $5 range again. So whenever copper gets into $5, it goes nuts, but it's very high. But anyway, definitely blew out the overbought region completely on that trend move up, right? So, okay, so that's oversold right here. So our second, well, another aspect of Leto channels before I move on is these histograms. These are called tendency histograms that Leto channels makes. And it tells us that the market in the last 7 days has tended to be above the moving average when it's green, or it tends to be below the moving average when it's red. So we have some sort of historical fingerprint, let's just say. So the market tends to be above or below the moving average if it's green or if it's kind of red color. So during this section of time, the market has a tendency to be above. You can see the green histos back here. The market tends to be above the 100. So if the tendency is to be positive above the 100 and we hit an oversold level, that's kind of a strong pressure indicator that the market is going to move back up. And that's exactly what happened here. So we hit oversold and the market shot up. Now, it's not magic. I'm not saying that it's pushing the market anywhere, but the tendencies and the probabilities come together here. So that's what we're thinking. Okay, now the second tool, the indicator we use, is called extension 62. Now that is printing the dots and these lines. That's all it prints. We've got dashed blue lines and we've got dashed red lines. We've got red dots and we got blue dots. So those are our entry dots and the dashed lines are our targets. Now they're generally ignored until we get an overbought oversold condition. So I don't care about any of these dots unless now we're into the overbought condition. So this market was a very strong mover. And once we're overbought, we start looking to sell when we hit back to these red dots. So the idea is we're going to sell on a breakdown, and then we're gonna target the dashed lines. In this case, we just missed it. So we went short right here, and we just missed that target. You see that? We didn't quite hit that blue line. All right, so that was a loss for sure. But the next instance, right up here, we're still overbought, so we're looking to go short, and that one certainly hit the target. Our first target is the blue line, but the second target is the 100 period MA, and that is what we hit on both of these cases. Now, you could have taken both trades. You could have taken this trade, and you could have taken this trade too, and go short here and hit target there. So there's a couple different options here, but all of them hit their target. Now, on the long side, so we're oversold now, we're looking for a blue dot to go long, but there is no blue dot below the 100. We don't want to buy above the 100. We want to go for these entry points below, buy levels below the 100, sell levels above the 100. So this is not a qualified trade. We didn't have any trade here. We did have these three trades though, so those were good trades. This trade here was a loser. It did not hit the target. But these three trades did hit their target. You can see we got overbought again, and we went and sold off. Now, some of the interest, another indicator we're looking at down here is a new one I've added recently, and it's really a net delta indicator. I've named the Tiger Claw. No, sorry, the Lion Claw. It's a lion system. And this is giving us net delta. Now, net delta shows either buying pressure or selling pressure. So, how many contracts net between buyers and sellers. And when the histogram is below the 0 level, then obviously we're showing a negative pressure. The average line here is the green and red line, the Christmas line. Looks like Christmas. So this would have given us some courage to go short. So we did have selling pressure in this area, and that's when we're looking to go short. Okay, it's not rocket science, but it sure isn't tiddlywinks either, right? Okay, so here is the silver market. Now we just had an overbought condition in silver. Would have been nice just to go short right there. That's a big move in silver. But there is no sell dot until down here, and again, we don't want to go short below the 100, so this is disqualified. Yeah, I probably should have been watching this, but this is when I started the session here. Buying and selling pressure down here again. So let's see here. Here's the gold market. Now we are oversold because the levels are right here, very close to the 100. We are oversold. We were oversold just briefly here. So what we can see now, volatility going all the way back. Here we're overbought. We're above these yellow dots now. Overbought, overbought. Our first entry here was right at that point, and we do hit target. 1, and we also hit target 2. If you were to have traded, oh, one thing too, stops. I should mention that. So the targets are given by the blue lines or red lines, but the stop losses are given by the opposite side of this. I would have gone either to that swing high or the blue dot. They're so close to one another. So my initial stop going short here. So my R, 1R is that distance right here, and my target is, the target is actually 62% of this R. You can see a blue line here. So there's the blue line, and that shows me that I would have put a stop above that level, and that distance equates to $39 in equity. How do I know that? Well, extension 62 lines does print that information to the bottom right of the price panel. You see 300/39, and that's 7. So that means I can trade 7 contracts at $39 risk per contract. That will basically keep me under my $300 risk per trade. So that is my position size calculation right there. Okay, not rocket science, but it certainly isn't. Tiddlywinks. You guys remember Tiddlywinks? I never, well, I guess I did play them once, but it's a pretty simple game, just pushing plastic pieces through the air. Anyway, let's take a look. Okay, well, there we go. So we've got a that 8:30 news clump of news announcements definitely hit the equities. This is the Dow MYM. I'm watching the Russell here. This is the Russell chart. The micro Nas. Who doesn't like to trade the crazy NASDAQ, right? And then I am watching in deference to my friend Aaron. He likes to watch the IWM in the morning, and we'll be watching that equity index, the ETF, and then also I have to watch Tesla. Got to see what Elon is up to. We also watch on the left side here. We watch micro Bitcoin futures, and we've got the Bitcoin Cash, BTC USD, and one of my interests is Solana. This is the meme coin network or protocol that the Trump coin is on. I think he's on. Okay, watching the 6E as well. Let's get that chart back in here. 6E had a beautiful sell signal. I missed it. Dang, where was I? 841. But here we go. Overbought, right? Overbought. Market gets overbought again. Now these are swing dots, so it takes a couple bars for them to print. Actually, it takes 4 bars. So this dot didn't print until the 4th bar after it. So once that prints, now we have a sell signal. We have a negative sloping delta, net delta. So that gives us courage to go short. Now, the one thing is the tendency histogram is positive. So what this is telling us, again, is that it's not necessarily uptrending. What it's telling us is that the market tends to be above the 100 during this time of day. Very simple. This time from, roughly 8:15 in the morning until 9:30, the market has been tending to be above the 100. Well, the market is above 100 right up here. But you can see that it starts getting toward it slopes off, right? It dies off and it comes, the 100 either meets it or it meets the 100. And price did that. Price did that ahead of time. So the tendency histograms, I guess I'm saying, are, maybe 5 or 10% of my consideration for trades. So I kind of ignored it on this trade, or would have, but I love a double touch of the overbought level, and that was a great setup here. We didn't exceed that high. We hit that level and we came out. Net delta is moving down, so the 6E would have been a great trade. 2 contracts would have been risked, so it'd been a $238 risk, 2 contracts at 119 each, and we would have gotten a gain of 62% of that, and that is our target right there. What was I going to show last time? think it was, this is the live cattle market. Who doesn't like a good steak? June 4th. Yeah, okay. I don't know if my other friend here, Samson, is online with me, but if you come by, Samson, make sure to put your put a note in there to say hello. So this was yesterday. We had a couple trades. Let me put them on here. So we had, that's right, I went short here and I got stopped out. How dare they? So live cattle, there was an $80 hit on live cattle. So I went short because I was looking for a breakdown below that pink level, and we did. We broke down a little bit. We broke down here, and the market shot up and took me out. How dare it, right? So after the session had closed, I think we closed it at about 11:15 yesterday. This kept on going up, 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 right? And we put another sell dot here, and that's when I went short. Everybody went short right here. Got a little bit advantage, went in a little bit deeper than the entry level. So I went short here, got one out here, right? I got another out here, and I got a third all the way out here. Huh? How's that for picking the bottom? Almost picked the bottom right there. So I made up for my loss. Happy to say that the market didn't beat me yesterday. You can see I got a couple. I got filled on a stop entry order right here. So 70, 140, and 220 was my net on those guys. So all right. Well, I'd love to brag more. Maybe we'll brag today when the day is over. So we had one loser. I think I was short 2 or 3 contracts. So that was, I think it was 3. So it was about $240 loss on that trade because I was going for my 1R. My 1R is 300. R is 300 for me. That's my target R. But I made it up. I made it up, guys. Made it up with some extra money there. Okay. Enough of me bragging. Endless bragging. Like I know what I'm doing, right? If you can't laugh at yourself, then you got real problems. Okay, so we're oversold here in silver. Everything is just chopping around here. Our net delta. Oversold in gold, and we do have a buy dot here. So it's a little bit beefy. It's a big risk. Our risk here is $136 in the micros from this blue dot to this low. So, you know, the distance is big. So we're gonna reduce the contract counts. That's the whole goal. That is the whole goal. So who wouldn't like having, an extra $300 a day? And you can do that with scalping. It's very possible. And that's my 1R is 300. So I target to get a 1R a day. 1R a day keeps the bankers away. Your R could be completely different. So it could be 3,000, could be 100, could be, 1,000. And you can size it accordingly. Now this is a parameter input into extension 62, so you can have that sized to whatever you like it to be. It's up to you. This is a daily chart of the NASDAQ. Enjoy keeping an eye on how that's looking every day. I want to take a look. Let's flip this over and see what copper is showing, because copper is just on a rip. I traded copper back at this time, and man, was there some profit potential. It reached 5 point, what was the high? 5, yeah, in March. The high was 5.4315. These are some crazy days in copper. Made a lot of money. And look at that, copper's on a rip. Now, I don't know why, because we're not making pennies anymore, so there isn't much demand for pennies. Well, I guess they're gonna stop eventually. Uh, but it's coming back up. It's coming back up. Okay, let's take a look at, let's see what live cattle shows us. Live cattle, beef prices are just going up. GF. These are feeder cattle. We do take a look at that. Boy, September we had some cheap beef. Okay, I wanted to take a look at 62. The euro is back, baby, at $1.14 for a euro. I do occasionally pop over to heating oil. That can be a little bit of a beast. Heating oil daily. I'm gonna take silver daily here. Silver's had some high prices. And gold, everyone knows, is a nuts. GC, there you are. Look at that price, man. I'm a child of the 80s when gold was, I think it was 850 was the high. 35.37 achieved on April 22nd. I uh I started collecting coins because I heard of the big gold run back in 1980 with the Hunt brothers, and they were cornering the market in silver and gold or whatever. 800 $800. I thought that was the end of the world. And I remember buying gold. I bought a couple ounces back in 1999 before the year 2000 rush. I paid like $230 for gold, an ounce of gold. Back then the dollar was super strong. I don't know what happened to the dollar since. Uh, so I bought it at like 250, 230, and I thought I was a genius when I got out at 700. Mm. That's life. That's life. I never said I was a smart buy and hold. Where's my Nazi? Here we are. All right, there we go. So yeah, I've got some years on me, folks. Don't have a lot. I was 12 years old in 1980. Oh, here we go. Gold is coming near our buy level. We got a good net delta pushing upward. Here's silver. Silver is breaking out higher. Look at that, man. We went right into our levels here, overbought, oversold levels. Now, we're working on a trend trade. You might have heard me talk about in prior sessions. I'm not a big trend trader. Okay, I like to go counter trend. I guess I'm a counter trend trader. Crude oil. That's a good setup here. That's even better than gold. Aaron, hey, welcome, buddy. Okay, crude. This is a good setup, guys. So this isn't an official sell dot. 1, 2, 3, 4. It just missed the swing qualification, but man, that is a good level. One of the reasons is we've got net delta going down so strongly, but also our tendency histogram shows crude is tending to be south here during this time of the day. So I'll tell you what, who wants to get in on a trade early in the day? I'm going to go with 15 contracts, not a full R, but I'm also going to wait to right here. All right. I'm going to wait for that to pull back down and push in below. Aaron, I don't know if you heard, I recovered my losses in live cattle yesterday. So I covered some of that. Did you just get here? I wanted to brag to you about recovering my losses. Let's see here. Where are we at? What was I looking at? Gold. Gold. Okay, so we just barely hit that level and it's selling off. So I'm glad we didn't go long. Yes, I gotta brag to you. Watch, while we wait for my crude order to get filled. Look what I did yesterday. So you and I were here. No, was it you and I? Maybe not. I don't know if you were here when I traded LE, but so I got beat out on one of this trade. I went short right there and I took a loss. But then later in the day, I jumped in and made up. Basically, I can retire wealthy man now. So we went short right here at that point, hit target pretty cleanly. Classic lion channel trade. Again, we went short right there. Took one target out. You can see the blue arrow right there. And then I hit the 100 MA right here. Held on for another push and I got out. I didn't quite hit this. I was targeting this extension, but I saw it was just kind of petering out here and I said, that's good enough. And look, the market just bottomed out right about there. Almost got the best tick of the move. I was one or two ticks away from the low. Yes, I like to brag. Okay, where am I? Let's see if this crude does anything. So you were born in 68? It's a good year, or roughly. All right. So crude ain't doing much. Look at that. Not much happened before the news. Big news. 68 in New Jersey. I was born in suburbs of Chicago. Chicago. Oh man, I missed a Russell trade. Hmm. I need another set of eyes here. I'm missing trades. Busy bragging. Busy being a braggart. All right, so we got another setup here in gold. This could be the trade right here. I'm gonna get ready. I don't like it that we're having a tendency to be down, but we got 918 here, Aaron. Make sure to visit your IWM trade. Ooh, guys, I'm coming near. Just in case we get filled and spike right through that, I'll put a buy level to our profit target. We are filled. Horrible fill. Bopping all over the place. Yeah, so I ended up yesterday up about, I think, well, just over 1 hour, so just over 300 for me. I don't like this already, y'all. Did we get into a fake out breakout right off the bat? That's the worst. Crude is a tough market for me. Never did, it can get really herky-jerky. Now the target is here. Let's be conservative. We are short crude. We missed some good ones there. Missed some good in the equity futures. Now certainly not happy about this bounce off of that level. And that happens. This is life. I mean, the net delta is pretty wimpy here, so pretty even. 208 puts today. 208 puts right there. You're good. I hope you crush it. All right. Now, net delta is still not a negative. It is positive. Nobody likes to lose the first trade of the day or the second. Very few like to lose the third. I'm not now, crude. Don't be cruel. Don't be cruel to me today. Don't be cruel to me today. Today's garbage day at the Leto household. Garbage man outside. My dog goes crazy with the garbage man. There we go. Crew. No, no, no. This is the point in time where I talk to the market. Come on, market. Take a little dip. Welcome the sellers. Welcome to the crude market sellers. Looks like I was the first of the sellers today. I often ask myself, what would a smart trader do right now? All right, Aaron, good luck on your 208 puts. I hope you crush it. What is the yeah, man. Man, I missed that. That's a beautiful trade right there. Maybe it's the you I'm thinking of. Don't be cruel. Come on, crude. Really? You gonna do me like that? Guess so. Talking to the markets. I should open a trade room called Talking to the Markets. All right, see you later. Look at you, you dirty dog, doggy style. Yeah, we got stopped. All right, Crude, you're just making me mad now. All right. That is not in line with my goals. All right, well, gold also gave a little fake out breakout. Copper is just pushing. Everybody's buying all the copper in the world. There we go. That's a loser. Bona fide loss. Picked a bad day to go short on crude. But all is not lost because opportunities abound in the market. Opportunity knocks. All right, we got a few minutes left before the open. Oh, what are you doing there? 6E is launching off to the almost hitting $1.15. Never went in. Did it reach parity at one time? 6E. Oh, it was so close. Almost parity here. When was that? March? Oh, January 13th. Dollar, 2.5 cents. Oh, that was the old days. All right. Dirty dog. This would be a new sell level. Ticked out at the high. Are you serious? You stinker. You stinker. Stinker bug. Hmm. Right. That's what the markets do. The markets make you look bad. Story of my life, the nobody goes, like when I go short, nobody goes short. No, I'm sure there's other people that lost on that trade. 6E. Wow. All right, Bitcoin. I got a sell signal, sell level right here. I would also look at that level. 1, 2, 3, 4. It just didn't qualify as a swing, but I would certainly think of that. I think I can trade it in this account, but let's see. Yeah, all right, I can trade micro MBT here. So this is a good sell level. right about there. What do we do? We're gonna risk 10 contracts in the MBT, folks. 9:30. The open is upon us. Open is upon us. Thursday, June 5th. Well, I didn't get ticked out at the high of the move. Where is my favorite food? Oh, wow, big open to the upside on live cattle. I can't quite tell where I've got somewhere around there is the, oh, duh. We are definitely overbought in cattle. The yellow dot shows the channel top, so big move in live cattle. Lots of buying going on. Whoa, look at that. That's not overbought. That's severely overbought. What happened to all the cows in the world? Oh, all right. Well, let's see if we can get on this party. Put a sell limit here. We missed the push down into our sell level. Got good negative delta. See if we get filled. I'm not chasing the market, guys, so let's wait for it to come back. 6E. I'm a little late. Look at that beautiful tendency histogram down. MGC, silver. What are you doing? Copper. Almost a sell dot here. Almost. Uh, not right. Let's see. Oh no, I don't want that. So this is a $562 swing here. That's a little beefy for me. I will stand aside. Yeah, look at that. This is the 90-10 line. So 10% of the time only does price get above that distance from the MA. That's a big reversal. Let me switch over to feeder cattle. What happened in that world? That too is overbought. I want to take a look too at another market I'll watch is bean oil, soybean oil. I like it better than soybeans. Seems to be a little bit more fluid. Oh, okay, that's rich. Fluid as in oil. I really didn't plan on that, but it just worked so well. All right, what's with the heating oil today? Certainly overbought on negative delta. We're just buying into the heating oil. That would be our sell level. Not this one's going to be a sell level if price continues to make a swing here. I want to go back to my live cattle though. Or All right, big move. NBT, God, got away from us, guys. Got away. Well, it's not done yet. I'm gonna hold on to that, and we could always come back and hit that. If we could just just go short right here and then tank down, that's fine with me. I think we'd hold to the 100 on this one. Hold to the 100. Yeah, this is just too beefy, guys. That's 562. Yeah, we might get limit in on this. I know I'm paying attention. Micro Bitcoin. The equities are not doing all that much, as far as I can tell. Whoa, Tesla. Don't need no Tesla to impress. If you guys wanted me to turn on an equity, let me know. We'll take a look at it. Want me to view a current crypto? I'll definitely take a look for you too. Let me know what you're doing. If I got data for it, I will put it on a chart. Hmm. Crude oil is just going north here. Oh, we got filled. All right. So 10. So I'm going to buy. Let's go OCO on this. OCO here. Buy limit 10. Buy stop market 10. OCO here. Okay, peeps. We're short MBT. 32 times 10. That's a little much for me. So let's stop there. We are short MBT. Probably like my second MBT trade ever. Targeting the 100 MA. Now, normally, my target based on that swing here is already been hit. So the target is 61.8. That was the target roughly right there. So we're going to go for the 100 based based on that tendency histogram is just beautiful. Net delta is negative. Doesn't hurt usually. All right, so we're short NBT. We got our stop and target in. Ooh, we got overbought on silver. Gold, you just trickled up to 100. So that was the trade, folks, right there. The stop would have been down here. So would have traded two contracts. You'd be in the money a little on gold. Hmm. All right. Well, look at that. NBT is looking actually pretty beautiful. Look at that. Maybe I do know what I'm doing. Maybe I do know what I'm doing. I don't know, guys. You gotta laugh a little bit. Who's crushing the MBT trade, huh? Who's crushing it? Ooh, now I'm tempted, guys. I'm super tempted here. So greedy. So greedy. I'm gonna go, let's go with 5 here. So you can get 5 out at the 100. I'm such a greedy bastard. Yes, that's right, guys. I'm a Christian who's a greedy bastard. I'm actually in it for the fun. Uh, I hope you guys appreciate my sense of humor. Man, I love a good trade. Lord, I love you, but I also love a good trade. I love you, Lord. Okay, come on, MBT. Really? Come on now. Oh, I just figured out a way to bring in music into this. That's what I could do. I could play music for you guys. Together, together. Hey, Stan, welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. We are short in the micro Bitcoin. My second micro Bitcoin trade ever, I think. Hope you're doing good. Crude hit us. Took a loss, full R loss in crude. This was our loss. We went short on my sell dot right here, and we did take a full loss. Crude is just playing with me. Okay, get back to my NBT here. Glad you can join me, Stan. Glad the tech issues are somewhat sorted out. I hope Jim can make it. Come on, NBT. You can push down to the 105, 620 level. I know you can. This is the part of the day where I talk to my market. So I hope you can put up with me while I speak to a inanimate object. Yeah, this is the crude trade I was looking for. That's great. Glad you're here, Stan. God bless you. I'm glad that you're able to make it through. So I took a full R loss, well, a little less than 1 R, 285 loss on crude. And I'm shooting to do a recovery trade here in MBT. It's looking pretty good. Delta below chart, the chart at the sub panel here is a net delta indicator. So we're negative. I'm hoping that continues. We also have, I don't know if you're familiar with my technique, but these histograms are produced by my indicator called Leto channels. Yes, I've humbly named it after myself because it's just so darn smart. Um, but it is the tendency histogram, tendency showing the market tends to be down here below the 100 during this time of day. So historically, the MBT has typically been below the 100, and that's what histogram is showing. So gave me courage to go short here because market typically has sold off during this time. in recent week. I think it goes back about a week. Oh, okay, great. Hey, Jim. All right, I'm back to break even right at this point because I was down 285 on my first trade. Yep, I did take a loss. It's hard to fathom. All right, guys. So somebody just made some money in the micro Bitcoin, and I am going to name names. It was me. All right, we're holding for a little bit more. Always a little bit more. I'm like JD Rockefeller. How much how much is enough, right? I need a little bit more. Dang, I am pretty smart. Look at that, huh? Bitcoin. I think I might get out here, guys. I got out. I hope I didn't get out too early, but that was a good trade. Okay, I'm up a half of an R today. My target is 1 R. My R value is $4 million. No, actually it's not. It's a little more humble. It's $300. One day my R will be up $1 million, and then I'll be happy to get out with a 1 R gain. Oh, look at that, huh? Who got out early? Target was down here. Uh, do you guys want me to go over the method I use? Let me know if you haven't watched a video yet of mine. I'll be happy to go over what I'm doing. The method of my madness. Yeah, look at that. That was my sell. Hooper, Hooper Scooper. Missed a couple good trades today, guys, because I was busy losing. I need more eyes and fingers and monitors. Beautiful setup. This is a great setup on the my lion method. So overbought is when we get into these yellow dots. These yellow dots are basically the outline of my upper overbought channel. So Leto channels makes lower channels and upper channels, right? Just like Bollinger to a degree. The size is based on statistics. So this upper overbought region is telling me that 90% of the time the market does not exceed this distance. In the recent past, 90% of the time the market did not hit this level, and this level was the 100% move of this time of day. So I know that the market has been usually contained between in this black area. 90% of the time it exceeds this lower level or this upper level, and then it only got up this far. So I'm looking at it as overbought. So historically, statistically, this is overbought. And I look for a reversion trade, which is a breakdown of a structure level, and that's what this magenta dot swing dot is. Would have gone short here when price hit that swing level, and target is just a little scalp, not being too greedy generally. But I either target this is an extension line, a fib extension of this swing distance, and I'm either targeting that. I'll also target the 100 because I find the 100, usually for some unknown reason, God puts support and resistance at the 100. I don't know. So I'm up 174 on the day. Where did micro Bitcoin go? So this was overbought here. Now I took the magenta dots are swing dots. So it's a 4 bar swing. So 4 bars before it, 4 bars after it. I used this one because this was a 1, 2, 3. It's a 3 bar swing instead of a 4 bar. So I went off script a little bit there. But with the market pushing through that level and then coming back here, I thought I'd jump on it, and turned out to be a pretty good idea. So I did go short there, and you saw me get out. Uh, this is a net delta indicator down here, and that's really the only three I've got. So, oh, extension 62 lines is the indicator name that makes the dots and these extension target levels. Stops are usually the opposite color dot that would have been up here on this short. I think I put my stop a little tighter though, because I'm stingy. You can see Leto channels going all the way through here. Oh, let me show you a couple good, let's see. All right, so copper has just hit a sell level. So we're overbought. Once we're overbought, then we start looking for the shorts. We got a little fake out breakout here. Target will be down at this level. And tendency histogram is showing that copper is usually downtrending throughout the recent past. So that gives me a little bit of encouragement to go short. Coming up here on this little area of supply right here makes me think it's a good time to short copper. Yeah, crude, you got me. Got in short early on crude. I was looking at this level too. Dang it. Well, you can see the tendency histograms were down ahead of time, and that's when I got short right there. But it just didn't cooperate. All right, I am looking for my next victim. 6E, the expectancy here, the tendency is upward, so I am a little bit cautious, but live cattle really took off north this morning. If you guys want me to look at a market, let me know. I've got equity data. Here's the IWM ETF. Russell's really going. I like to watch Elon's mess, but I'm up for anything. Here's a daily chart of the NASDAQ, just some simple trend lines. Okay, mini Dow. We just hit oversold in the mini Dow, so we probably get a buy level here in a bar or two. And you can see the tendency histogram is up. Hmm. All right. Where did MBT go? Look at that, guys. Why did I get out early? This one's going rail to rail. So this is the oversold level. I must be stupid. Maybe I'm not a great trader. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing. I like to make fun of myself, guys. Hope you don't mind. All right, crude has always been fair. I don't like crude. I don't like you anymore, crude oil. Live cattle has been on a rip upward here, so I'm a little shy about going short. I actually had yesterday, I had two shorts, a couple shorts work out for me. So this is yesterday's live cattle trades. I went short here. Turned out to be a loss, so I took an $80 hit there, but I did go short on a breakdown of this signal. Now this is overbought again. We go short in that area, and I did hit my first target, which is the blue line. I did hit the 100, which is my second target, and I was holding out for this third blue line. However, I did get out a little early. It was just languishing there. So dig it out with a little profit on live cattle yesterday. Scalping live cattle. Let's take a gander at feeder cattle. These are the tasty ones. Um, let's take a look at bean oil. Bean oil. It was overbought, but I didn't get any good sell dot. Overbought definitely. Tendency is kind of not clear. Have a look at heating oil. Oh man, where was I? This is a heating oil trade right there. Deeply overbought. We're way above the 90-10 line. Going short here would have been the trade, guys. Oh, dang it. That's a big move. It's a $407 move in heating oil. Yeah. Well, you know what? You can't win them all. Copper. Oh, another one. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. All right, I've got a friend joining here in a moment. Hopefully Aaron will be back. He trades the IWM. He's gonna tell me he made money today, I think. Man, I blew that one too. Copper. Look at that net delta coming in to stomp on things. I think we looked at it right here when I drew that rectangle. Well, I won't take it now. I'm gonna wait. So I'm working on a technique for trend trading this. I'm not a big trend trader, but this would be one of them. Yeah, net delta is negative, although the tendency is up. But going under the 100, going back to the 100 and rejecting it would be a good breakdown here for me. I would target probably this channel line, but silver and me don't always agree. So yeah, it would have hit it. I'm gonna see if we can get back in on a retrace. So this is a trend trade. I don't, like I said, it's not my fave. This one would have worked. I mean, my trend entry would have been here where the market is right now, but I'm being a little cautious, looking for a little snap up into that little channel area. We'll see. My expectancy is positive, so not in a rush to get into hot water. Look at that one. Rail to rail here. We're oversold on copper. There's gold at. I haven't seen gold in a while. So here's another trend trade that I think would have, well, so it's a little old. This is a trend trade right there. That would have been one. Going below the 100, retrace up to the 100, and then look to go down here. The trend was, tendency was positive, so I don't know, not my fave either. Mm. I also don't chase trends. That's not my thing. Gotta come a little bit back to me. All right, we are short in silver. I'll put a buy right there. Oops, look at that. Give me grief right off the bat. That silver could be a wicked metal. We are short in silver. Hmm. If I lose going down swinging. Come on, silver. Hi-oh, silver. Go south a little bit. That delta is weakening, but that's neither there nor here. All right. Oh, that's not too shabby. I don't know. I'm thinking about jumping out. Coming up on my tendency histogram to be positive. Let's shorten the target. Hmm. Thank you guys again for joining me. If you have any questions, I'd love to entertain them. Thinking about jumping out here. Net delta is causing some concern. Hmm. What do you guys think? Rating by votes. Yeah, silver's just not pushing my direction right now. There we go. Be a good boy. All right. I will jump out. All right. Well, hey, everybody. Either I'm lucky or good. I don't know. All right. Well, that puts me over my 1R for the day at an hour ahead of schedule. So happy about that. I will trade lightly, if at all, from now on. Thank you, Silver. Oh, look at you. Just keep on going. If I do what you want to do, I'm done with you. I've used you. Yeah, I don't normally do trend trades, but that one worked out. So I had a loser. First trade was a loser in crude. I came back. What did I get? Oh, copper. Oh, MBT. That's right. So I went short MBT. So that was my second trade. And my third trade was right here in silver. Wow. That's a big move. So I'm 2 for 3 and not too bad. Let's see what the boring old YM is doing. So this is a lion method trade. We'd go long on a break above here. I don't like to go long too close to the 100 though. Target is going to be 62% of this swing. So the target would be right up there at 42,508-ish, 510. Uh, uh, I mean, I would do a very small position here. M2K, that's a buy signal here. The target is drawn in. It would recommend a 6 contract position. If my full risk is all the way down, $300 going down that blue line, that would be a 6 contract trade. I'll just do 3 here. Let's revert back to the mean. So I'm right at my entry. And gotta put my stop down there. So stop market. And I will hold out for this one. Well, my R to R is almost 1-to-1. Tendency is going back toward the 100 and going positive, so that gives me a little bit of encouragement. Net delta is positive. Let's see if we get in on it. Should have just bought at the oversold line. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it blows through it, so I don't have the courage to go short when I hit my overbought oversold level. I look for a little breakdown. YM. This might be a better trade. Got a little more distance. Micro NASDAQ is just didn't hit oversold, so I wouldn't be buying in the micro NAS. IWM. Tesla is a buy. Tesla would be buy right here, so you might have gotten filled there. Target is there. Micro Bitcoin just kept on going south. Look at that. That was my good trade here. Hold on longer. Bitcoin is moving. Ooh, okay, we're oversold in BTC, both of them, but at least in, oh, we're filled. What was that on? Okay, so we're long on the Russell. Let's go 3. Up a little short of that target. We are long in the Russell based on that breakout. Russell beat me yesterday too. I think I had a loser on the Russell. Mm-mm. Tell you what, since I'm just playing along here, let's do 1 at the 100. New Russell. You're a stinker. Come on now. Gold. Let's take a look at the MYM. Maybe my Russell trade. There we go. Find the gas pedal, Mr. Russell. Rude. That was my 6E. It was a beautiful trade here. Bitcoin, we're there. Bitcoin is here. All right, let's keep an eye on this Russell. Got not much else going on. Here we go. Come on now. Be a deer. Be a deer. Be a deer. Come on now. Darling. La da 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 dun 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 da da da. Da ba da da ba ba ba. 10:11 in the morning. I don't think we have much news going on. 10:30 is a gas report. That's it. I'll be out of here by 11, so I ain't me. We got some smart people talking at noon and 1:30. What? What happened? That doesn't happen to me. That doesn't happen to me. Hmm. Russell. Aaron, you back in the room yet? You made your money on your IWM trade, I hope. I'm busy making money in the Russell. Mm. Guys, I think we're stalled out here in the Russell. Doesn't it know that my tendency lines are green? Doesn't it know it should be going north? Nope, it doesn't. I guess it don't. Hmm. It's like we're in a triangle. Stuck in a triangle. There you go, baby. Come on now. You had your little rest going north. You continue your trek. Mm. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Come on now. There we go. Get up there. Get. All right. Now we're talking. Almost at target. Mm. Just can't make that break. Come on. Mm. Who loves the drama of a good trade? Mm. That is a doji, huh? Delta is just zilcho. Net delta is zilcho. Uh, where are the buyers at? Buyers, come on, buyers. Don't give up that easy. And let me know where you think the market's going to end today. Are we going up or down? Yeah, I was afraid of that. That 100 can be respected, I guess, huh? Hindsight. One of my rules, and I broke it, really smart, is that once a bar closes in profit, I do like to go break even. I would have gotten stopped out, but I wouldn't be down 40 bucks. Hmm. I'll tell you what I will do. Do the old switcheroo on that one. Let's get out two at that impermeable wall known as the 2096 level. All right. Come on, buyers. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. It's only just begun. You guys, anybody out there? You can critique my singing. Of course, one of my favorite songs is In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. That's more appropriate. Hey, this triangle is breaking apart. Triangle is breaking down. Gone into a ledge. Joe Ross ledge. Bum ba dum ba dum ba dum. Bum ba dum ba dum ba dum. Okay, come on now. Rally. Get on up there. Bum ba dum ba dum ba dum. If we don't hit that level, I'm out of here. This trade is making me go crazy. Making me sing. Bum ba dum ba dum ba dum. Come on now. In the village, the quiet village, the lion sleeps tonight. Way, I'm out of here, guys. I'm out with a little bit. All right, we're done. We're done. We're done. I'm up 463 today. Dang, it makes me look good. Look at that. Oversold in silver right up to the 100. But didn't see a buy dot, so really not qualifying. Copper, you got me. You got me, copper. 6E, I don't know where I was. I was probably complaining. Guys, I gotta learn how to let my winners run. Right, Stan? Let my winners run. Dang it, look at that sucker. Stan, you got to teach me that one. Let my people go. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. So this was a copper trade that is not good. I would have lost that sucker. Tendency is down, but I don't know. Net delta was negative. Would have needed to prove itself to me, and it definitely failed. But that would have been a lion system trade there. Fake out, breakout. There's that 100 coming in to mess with the MGC. Guys, I think we could wrap it up for today. Oh, here's a good trade. There's one in the MYM. Well, I would have hit my first target. That's all right. I got out when I got out. The market could do what it wants to do. I thought we were having a breakdown of that triangle, but the buyers were hiding like a lion in the grass. Like a lion in the grass. They were hiding, waiting for me. All right, Tesla was a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. A longer term Tesla is going here. So Elon, I had you. I had you long. I had you long, Elon. Roll me. Oh man. Poor Elon. He's a guy that no good deed goes unpunished. Everybody got on his case for trying to save money. What a nut. Trying to save money? Save my tax money? All right, guys. Well, if you don't have anything else asked or questions, I guess we could cut it short for today. Aaron, hope you had a good trade. Samson, if you're out there, I hope you did well. I know you lived in the UAE or are living in the UAE. God bless you. I hope you're staying safe out there. And Stan and Jim, thank you so much for joining me. Blessings to you too. It has been a pleasure having you. I hope send me an email, let me know what you'd like to do and progress, and we could definitely want to move forward. So you guys have been great. We're going to wrap it up here. I wish you all the best that God can give you. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Visit my store, why don't you? store.sbgtradingcorp.com. Yes, buy something and join me in the journey. You guys have been great. I wish you all good things. All right. Have a good day, and we'll see you hopefully on Tuesday. Bye bye.